All right, let's head on over now to the gym. We're going a little bit later than usual, but it shouldn't be too bad because it's Friday. So, usually Friday or at the end of the week, it's a little bit less busy, or so I'm hoping, because a lot of the times I jinx myself. But if you guys have been seeing on your timeline as much as I've been seeing on mine, this whole thing about it, one gorilla versus 100 men, who would win? And I've been seeing these videos to people talking about kind of gathering their team. And so I was kind of thinking about myself, right? And I got out to my car this morning because I had a dentist appointment for my braces. Man, I got a third ticket. I got a third ticket, so that's like 175 bucks down the drain. And let me tell you, when I started thinking about that gorilla versus 100 men, I thought, man, if maybe I'm 98th in line, I can maybe like break like a foot, maybe, or like an arm, or maybe just like hug an arm hella hard or something, because how much can I really do? Like, let's be honest here, I'm natural, so that boy's gonna like ragdoll me. So I'm like, but with this anger from the ticket, I can use that anger, use that energy towards that. So you never know. You never know, when the adrenaline's pumping, you never know. But I think if I'm 98th, I think I'll be chilling. I think we can do something. We can do something. If I have the right roster. I haven't thought about the roster though. Maybe I don't know, man. Well, I'll have to I'll think about the roster. Maybe I'll give you guys the top 10 people that I think about, or maybe the top five. Because 10 actually seems like a lot. I'll give you guys the top five that I think would hold it down at least a little bit towards the end of those numbers. Because let's be honest, the first few folks that are going in there are really just kind of like a little bit of a sacrifice, something to wear and tear the big boy a little bit, So, those folks, unfortunately, they're bait, but that's just what it has to be like. But man, I kept thinking about that meme, and it was like the funniest thing. I keep seeing people talking about it, or people reposting it, and every time people come up with different with different answers, someone even said, you know what, throw Ronda Rousey in there. I just thought that was like the funniest thing. Like, it's just like the randomest thing to say, like throw Ronda Rousey in there, and it was just, I was like cracking up super hard. But those have been flooding my feed. I'm pretty sure it's been flooding your feed as well. But man, it's been having me crack up. It's been having me crack up. Today we are doing chest. Hopefully, we can get the dumbbell section that's a little bit closer to the heavier section of the gym, just so we don't have to worry too much about having to farmers walk the weight, because sometimes it gets a little tiring having to do that, to be honest. Right before your top set, the last thing you need is to be doing some farmers walk. But we're probably gonna do maybe 2 3 sets of that, and then if it's not too busy at the gym, maybe we'll do some cable work. The cable work has been pretty good. It's been, I think, honestly, one of my favorite types of presses. So for sure, some cable work, and then I'm thinking we'll end up using this bench that's a little bit shorter. So you know how they have those? It feels like a shoulder press bench, I guess I would call it, because it's, one of those shorter ones. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And so I'm gonna use that because when I put my shoulder blades on it, I feel like I can really stay, what's it called, pretty even, because sometimes I feel like I'm a little crooked and stuff. And so I think using that bench last time, I noticed it went pretty well. I was really able to keep pretty steady. So I'm hoping that we can maybe use it today if it's not taken. And then I'm thinking we're gonna end up staying at the dumbbell section, or not the dumbbell section, sorry, the cable machine section, because really all we need is a cable stack or two to destroy some triceps, and you don't really need much. Kind of just stick to the basic and you'll be good. But we're for sure going to be doing some type of push down, some type of overhead, and then I'm thinking some type of crossbody. That's what we've been keeping it at, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. We've been starting off with our left hand for everything just to make sure that it's catching up to our right. Just because our right hand is pretty dominant, and sometimes I can have a little bit of a muscle imbalance. That's something I want to work on. So that's what we're aiming for in this bulk or in this maintaining phase. Because we're really maintaining, kind of just taking it a little bit slow and gaining weight slowly. Like I was mentioning, in about maybe 2-3 weeks, I'll start to incorporate 100 more calories. So we'll be doing 2,600 calories instead of the 2,650 instead of the 2,550 that we typically do. Just so we can slowly start going up, and we can also start getting a little bit of strength as we go up as well. And then also we don't have to gain too much weight that's unnecessary. So that's what we're aiming for. And then today we do hamstrings, man. Hamstring is gonna be so painful. If you were to tell me, I think my least most boring exercise to do in general, that's also hella painful, I would say hamstrings. I'll say hamstrings is my least favorite, and I just find it such a boring exercise. No matter what I do, it's just not that fun. And so we can't really get out of it because we need to be working out at least twice a week. So we can't be skipping out on it even though we don't like it too much. That should not be an excuse. Yeah, I was already expecting this a little bit. We're catching a pretty good amount of traffic crossing this little bridge here because we're going a little bit later. Folks are getting out of work and everything, so it gets pretty hectic over here. It gets pretty hectic. And then today, actually, Jasmine and I are going to be getting some Japanese food. We're gonna go to this one spot called I forget what the name of the spot is. I'll put some pictures on it though. I'll put them right here so you guys can see them. This is what I end up getting, and this is what Jasmine got. And I'll show you a little bit of a video of what it looks like here. And so that way you guys can kind of take a look at it. It's a really nice place because they really decorated this place super nice. We've gone to a new location that they have, and they have like these super awesome decorations of like Studio Ghibli. It's so pretty in there, super nice, and the portions are pretty awesome. They introduced me to these little cubes of eggs that I think they're kind of like a dessert, but we like to get it with the bento plates. They're hella fire. They're these little cubes of eggs. I forget what they are. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. But yeah, they're these little cubes of eggs that I love to get them. I usually ask them for maybe like 2 to 3 orders because I'd be down in those things. They're hella good, and they're a little bit on the colder side. So I think it's just the texture. The texture is almost like flan, if you're a little bit familiar with that. If you're a little bit familiar. And you know, flan is pretty universal. I think everyone kind of has their own type of flan. I know Jasmine, I've tried the Filipino flan, which is pretty fucking fire. It's pretty good. You know, obviously Mexican flan. I've had flan from different parts of Mexico because, you know, different cultures. There's different cultures in Mexico, not just one. And so people put their own different ingredients. So it's always nice to try different ones out. Well, I still kind of remember this one that I used to have as a kid when we used to, when my parents used to take me to church. There used to be this older gentleman that would sell these like homemade flans, and they were in these like really cool like little shapes that were almost like a type of flower. And there was a variety of them, and one of them had raisins, and raisins is one of my favorite like kind of like little treats because I love one of the one of my guilty pleasures, I guess I would call it, is liking Raisin Bran as a cereal. Like I actually really like it, and one thing that I really like about it is when I make it soggy, it tastes so much better. And so that's just kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine. And so raisins have always been one of my favorite things because it kind of combines really well with that. And so I used to get this flan that would have these raisins inside that was just so good. Man, I don't think I've had a flan that was like that ever since I had it then. And we haven't gone back. And it was an older gentleman, so who knows where he is now? Who knows? But we are almost getting to, I think, the next episode Oh my god, of The Last of Us, the next episode. This last one was actually hella crazy. My god. I I've been hella stressed out. I feel like all these like shows have been hella stressing me out. Also, we just finished watching You. We were watching I just dude, I was like, this dude can't keep getting away with it. I'm like, please, someone stop Joe. Please, someone. And then like we finally got like some type of like, I mean, obviously I won't spoil it or what it is or whatever, but there's some little things that go on and stuff. So I suggest you watch it. It's pretty good. It has a good closure at the end, or a semi good closure. I think it was okay. I think it was okay. Um, I enjoyed the third season. I think more than this season. So because at some point I felt like it was getting a little dragged out, but then it kind of made sense towards the end. So maybe I was just getting ahead of myself at the beginning. But it was good. It was good. So hopefully we start going on another road with some more shows, because for a while we're running pretty dry on different shows to watch. Or if you suggest any shows, honestly, I'd be super down to watch. I'm always super open to honestly watch different things. Sometimes when I'm eating and stuff or editing, I like to put things in the background, or while I'm eating food or whatever, or watching videos, or I'll just put it nothing and I'll just kind of check it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if we end up doing some dumbbell work today for chest for the starter, or if we start off with maybe the Smith machine, worst case scenario, right? We'll see. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Let's go ahead and warm up real quick. Someone will warm up with 45, and then I think our working set's gonna be 25 with maybe a little 1.25 just to add a little bit more weight, but or maybe I'll just do 25. We'll see how heavy this feels, because sometimes I'll walk in here and it's feeling a lot heavier than I think it is. So you just never know. Okay, not so bad. I think we get out 25. I'm pretty warmed up already because it's hella hot in here, so I think we'll be good. And the only problem with this specific bench, or maybe some other benches that you guys have tried, is that this thing is like hella slippery. So you're getting towards the end of your set and it's just super slippery. So you have to constantly keep wiping this thing, which kind of sucks. But let's set up, and then I'll see you guys in the main set. Hopefully we can get a little bit more than last time. I think last time we got 5. Maybe this time we can get maybe one extra, 6 to 7. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe the belt. Let's hope I even put this thing on right too, because I'm putting this thing on backwards. The pre-workout's also making me sweat like a bunch. Man, my hands are sweaty as shit right now. I'll put this one on backwards. So what we do, just twist it. It might come off, but whatever. All right, let's try to get at least 6 to 7. I might end up dropping this thing. That's it. What I'm gonna do is do a quick pause and just do it without the sleeves. I think I'll be good. Uh, I'm not gonna lie, but this pre-workout has me there's a tiniest bit lightheaded. I shouldn't have. I took way more than I should have, I think, in the scoop. So now I'm facing the consequences with my heart racing. But let's catch our breath and then hopefully hit it for 2 more. Yeah, this bar is not my favorite. I think I'm gonna be hitting it for 1 more, and then we'll end up switching over to maybe some dumbbells on the last one. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, that was good. A little pause set. I think I'm gonna drop the weight to maybe 20, because that I'm sweating like fucking crazy, and it's really hard to grab this bar. Oh, yeah, this is no joke. I'm like hella sweating. Okay, so we ended up dropping 10 total pounds, but 5 on each side. So we're gonna hit it for 20. I think on this next one, I'm not gonna use the wraps. What I will use is the wrist wraps, just to give us maybe a little bit of help with our wrist. But I'm gonna try to aim for anywhere from 6 to 7. I think that's pretty good. I think I could have gone for a 6 one on that last one, but I don't know. It just like got so slippery. This one time I was doing squats, and I think it was like one of the towards the end of my set, and I couldn't re-rack it because this thing was so slippery. So every time I tried, I kept like pulling it back. It like kept slipping out of my hand. So it's a little dangerous. I need to get some chalk, to be honest, because I feel like I might get hurt one of these days doing this. Or I just wish this bar wasn't as slippery. Have to constantly wipe it. All right, let's get those earth fats out. All right, go. Not so bad. I think I'm gonna do the 2 of these. This thing is way too fucking slippery. It is not my favorite. I'm also bleeding, so let me go fix that up real quick. Okay. We cleaned up a little bit. Let's hit it for 2 to 3 more, and then let's move over to some type of press. We'll see what we get. Come on. One more. Okay. Oh man, that was good. Let's clean up and let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we kind of got hurt a little bit, but no biggie. We got some tissue, but I'm always getting hurt when I'm setting up. My boys just correct, but let's go ahead and do the second one. So it's a little bit busy at the gym right now, so we're gonna end up doing this specific one here because it's just easier to set up. What we're gonna end up using is this right here. This gives us a little bit more range of motion, so I get a little bit of a deeper stretch. So let's see how this goes. Let's move it down to 70. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, pray for me. Yeah. Okay. Let's drop it. Fuck. So from 170, let's drop 150. I'm gonna take a quick 10-second rest. Get a little bit of my energy back and then start again. Fuck. Man, I should have prepped a little bit better. I didn't eat enough before this because we're gonna end up getting some dinner later with Jasmine. So I wanted to save up as much calories because I end up going all out, mostly with those egg desserts I was talking about. Those shits are hella fire, so I know I'm be eating ton of fat. So I just gotta take that into account when I'm eating out a little bit. I just know I'm not gonna be able to count the calories, so I just eat a little bit less. All right, we got a little bit of energy back. Let's say for maybe 3 to 4 more. One more. One more. Okay. Okay. I think on this next one, I'm gonna stay at 150. I think we should be pretty good. Let me make sure this thing's on me. But I think when it comes to the flies or whatever we end up doing, I think I'm gonna just record maybe the first set and then not the other ones, just so I don't have to make the video any longer than it needs to be. I find it a little bit better when they're just a tiny bit shorter, and I don't drag it out with, I don't know, some unnecessary sets, mostly because they're pretty similar. You'll see me kind of do the same thing. So maybe towards the end of the workout or whatever body group, what I'll do is I'll just maybe just show you guys the first set and go from there. But I do want to show you guys these presses because you can never go wrong with these. This is gonna motivate us through this. See if you guys can see it. All right, it's not. There it goes. That's gonna motivate us through this one. Let's do it. Let's uh, let's move it to a peg leg right next to us. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this last exercise. So, man, I'm pretty beat already, but that's what. Did we end up even doing three of the incline? So I think that's four. So I think we're gonna stay here for three at least, three big ones, and then we're gonna move over to some triceps. Hopefully, it doesn't get too busy. Hopefully, by the time we end up finishing this chest exercise, we end up getting access to some cables. So we'll see. We'll see what we get access to. Let's just go hard with these. I ended up grabbing this right here. This is gonna give me a little bit more range of motion. I mean, this thing is pretty awesome already, but I can get a really, really deep stretch with this when I grab it this way. It's fire. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's put a good song. All right. This is what we're gonna listen to. See if you guys can see it. Perfect. All right, let's do it. Two more just like that. But I'm not gonna record those just because it's gonna be the exact same thing. So you guys don't need to see that. The next clip you guys are gonna see though is I think the tricep push down. I think I'm gonna start off with a bit of a primer. So I think I'll do two sets of some crossbody work to kind of prime my elbows a little bit. And then we'll go over to some heavy tricep push downs and then maybe some standing overhead. I think that'll be pretty good for today. And then we're gonna move over maybe to the seated hamstring curl. We'll see what we end up doing though. We're still gonna go hard, so
Man, this pre-workout actually has my heart racing a bit. It has me like, you know when you're super cold and then you're like sweaty, it has me like all sweaty. I don't know how I feel about it, but all right. On this, I think on this one we're either gonna do 20 or 23. Start off with our left and then just match our right. Just see how many we can get with that. We'll end up seeing. So right. You know what's the funniest thing? I either lose my AirPods or I end up losing my phone somewhere. There's always something. I think it's just because I carry a bunch of things around, so there's always something I'm losing. Thankfully, I don't tend to lose my wallet, so I'll be good. All right, let's try 23. Let's hope for the best. Let's see how many we can get. Why the hell is this hella hard? What the fuck? What the hell? This is hard as fuck. Yeah, we're dropping down to 20. Ah. You know, one thing I just noticed? I was supposed to fucking do crossbody, not the single push down spot. So, so let's just do the first set like that, and then we'll do our last set with some crossbody work. I just feel like I like that better than the single arm, but since I'm so tunnel vision on getting this workout like pretty done, I uh I sometimes lose focus. But let's prime it up with the right side because we end up doing like I think two, and then we end up doing three more with the 20. I want to do the same thing with that. So let's see how this goes. I think we can get it with this though. Okay, can it be the same thing? Has to be the same thing. I'm gonna put them on this. On this next crossbody, we're gonna use our trusty strap so we can loop it around this little hook here, and that's typically how I do my crossbody work this way. Just get a big chest, and then just put it all the way down, and then just make sure I'm getting a really good stretch at the top. I will see you guys in a bit though. I'm gonna go drink some water. It's gonna get me? Perfect. I think it's gonna get me. Okay. Hopefully it's focused on me right now because I can see it. But we're gonna do 20 and we're just gonna try to get as heavy as we can. Let's see how it goes. Right now it's a little bit difficult to put this on because I hurt my thumb earlier, so it's gonna burn a little bit on my left hand. It's a little bit of the unfortunate part, but that's something I'm willing to risk for some gains. I put it all the way back to get the strap. So, but we're working across more. Actually, lie down on a table. I put the pad on this one. I put that pad here. So, but because this also hurts, this is really hard. I think. Okay, 500.
Otherwise, I don't. Personally, I don't get stretch, but you may. And then I put this here, and then I put this back up to like medium, and then I can lean all the way back, and then get my squat. And these are burnt. You know, these just burn.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm so fucking tired today. I started off all good, but then it's going downhill. I'm losing my energy so quick. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just record maybe the first set, and then I'm gonna sit here for two, and then I think I'm gonna do 3, 4 overheads. So either 2 or 3 of these, or one or the other. We'll see what we end up doing. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna be here for quite a minute. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're gonna do 57 on this. Let's see how it goes.
Then, you know, watch that show?
That was pretty good. I'm gonna stay here for 2 more. I'll see you guys on the overhead. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys just the first set of these overheads. I think we're gonna stay here for 3, and I think that'll be pretty good. So we're gonna do a total of 6 sets for our triceps, which I think is more than enough. I think we'll be good. Let's see how many you can get with the 60. We're going a little bit heavier, but we are trying the wrist wraps, and these things give me a little bit more support, helps me stabilize a little bit more. We're also using this, so it's gonna stabilize me. So let's see how many we can get.
So it's tired. Yeah.
Let's hope I don't regret this.
What? Like, yeah. Are we done?
That's good.
Okay.
I think for our next two,
Wait, wait,
we'll stay here for 2 more.
Excellent hand.
But for you guys, the next one's gonna be, I think, the cedar curl over there. We'll see what we do. So we don't prolong this video any more than it needs to be. I'm just gonna do 1 set, show you guys that. But I'm gonna sit here for, I'm thinking 3. I'm thinking 3 should be good enough. Maybe I'll do a warm up, maybe I won't. Don't be like me. Do a warm up, don't get hurt. I'm a dumbass, so you know me. But let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I think I'm gonna do shit. Because sometimes when I don't warm up, it's a little bit difficult to gauge the weight that I'm gonna do. Because sometimes it can feel a little bit heavy. But let's see how this. I think this is 85 or 90. Let's see how this feels first. See if we even set it up correctly. Okay, that's a pretty good stretch. Not bad. But I am gonna fix the camera. I'm gonna fix it this way actually. Okay. That 90 felt pretty good. I think we can do maybe 110. I think 110 for a solid like 7 to 8, hopefully. Hoping. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Oh, let's put the weight first, right? Because we want to do that weight. Four. One more. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna stay here for 2 more. I'll see you guys for some RDLs next. All right. Let's finish this off with some RDLs, man. I think I'm just gonna record the first one. We're gonna stay here for 2 though, and I think we're set. We're probably gonna do 10 minutes of cardio, and then head home. I'm gonna show you if you guys want to see what I ended up eating. Just look at the card tag at the beginning. And you guys are gonna be able to see it. So I typically take off my shoes for this one, but look at the way these things are tied up. It's like it's fucking hard as hell to take off. So I'm just not gonna even try. Let's grab our Versa grips actually, because my my grip ain't that good, unfortunately. Ooh, let me switch the camera so I can see myself actually, because sometimes I can't even see myself. I need to look at the angles. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take any more of that. Any more of the more than the suggested servings for that pre-workout, because it had me all fucked up today. I got a bunch of anxiety and like I was like shaking the whole time. Definitely not what I wanted. Okay, that's pretty good. That's it. All right, so I typically do 5 sets. I think I'm gonna just do 4. I'm just way too fucking tired, and my finger's bleeding again, unfortunately. So let's go clean this up. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick pump check. We're catching up with a friend, so we really didn't have time to get a quick pump check. So our pump kind of went away, but it's not too bad. We're also just didn't do nothing too crazy, even though today they kick our ass. It wasn't too bad. Let's see what kind of damage we did. We have some food waiting. I'm gonna go hang out with Jasmine in a bit, so it's gonna be pretty good. Let's see what kind of damage we did. Okay, that's enough. Let's go home. Like I mentioned, we're gonna go check out the Japanese spot a little bit later with Jasmine. So we're pretty excited. I think I'm gonna get their teriyaki bento plate, and then for sure a bunch of fucking rice. I'll show you guys what the menu looks like, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea. But well, maybe me and Jasmine will share some sushi. I think that'll be pretty good. And then I think I'm gonna get like a bento plate with some of that teriyaki chicken. I think that'll be good. If you guys want to see what it looks like, I posted a bit of some pictures and a video in the cards like at the beginning, so you guys can check it out. Anyways, let's go home. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some back, some shoulders. I hope you guys didn't skip today. Remember, you have to be consistent. I'm thinking I'm not gonna do any cardio today just because I'm pretty fucking tired, and I don't think it's gonna make like a huge difference if we skip today. So don't be like me though. Don't skip. You guys should be doing your cardio. But I'm pretty beat today, honestly. So I just think I'm gonna skip it. But for sure we're gonna do cardio tomorrow, maybe 10, 15 minutes. We'll see. All right. I'll see you guys for some back and some shoulders.